Today, I am playing at Panshanger Golf Complex. The course was built in 1975 and overlooks the Mimram Valley here in Hertfordshire. I can't find a source to confirm this, but I believe the land was bombed by the Luftwaffe during the Second World War due to its proximity to the old aerodrome. It would explain some of the topography you will see today. Anyway, it's a narrow opening tee shot, requiring a draw off the middle of the fairway to avoid trouble down the right hand side. I happily obliged on this occasion.
That one sits straight in the middle into wind. I'm taking 6 iron.
Yeah, I'm going to be saying a lot of numbers during this round. Some of them might even match the graphics. You never know.
Oh, be good. Be good.
I did hit a 6 iron though, and this looked so good in the air. Unfortunately, my old nemesis physics took over and threw the ball to the back of the green. So I had a birdie putt on the first hole. This was certainly unexpected. The plan was to lag the ball up to the hole and get out of an amazing par. I would have liked it a bit closer. Par putt nonetheless though. Well, I guess bogey golf is the aim of the day. My putting demons remain, despite my practice looking good. The second hole is a short par 4 that longer hitters could go for from the tee, but I wouldn't recommend it. The entry is narrow and the green is surrounded by trees and bunkers, so for that reason, plus my lack of distance, I opted for the 4 hybrid. This shot was a little left, but I got a member's bounce back to the middle of the fairway. I'm so glad I spoke to that member.
Really good or really bad? About 110 to the middle, into wind. Gonna grip down a 9 iron.
Like I said, I'm gripping down a 9 iron and I got what I deserve for being too cute, with what should have been a simple flick into the green. So I'm just through the back of the green, could have been worse. I'm now just thinking about getting on the green, 2-putting and getting out of bogey again. This wasn't ideal, but that's the point of this thinking. I'm now on the green and I can 2-putt for the bogey. The par putt never had a chance of going in, and I'm once again left with a testing putt. This time it's for a bogey though. Well, we all knew that was coming. 3 over for 2 holes. This is one of the nastiest holes I've ever played. A really short par 5, but one that requires you to hit a driver or fairwaywood into a narrow landing area surrounded by trees and bunkers if you want to have a go at this green in 2 or even 3 shots. I had to hit my driver as anything less brings a nasty fairway bunker into play for me. I needn't have worried. I hit a provisional off the tee, believing I wouldn't find my ball, but I found it sitting reasonably nicely just off the left side of the fairway. I could still get around this dogleg in 2. I should probably let the guy behind me go through.
Do you want to play through?
I did so. I also hit my provisional thinking this was the way to go, before going back to roughly where I played my second and taking a penalty drop. I look less clubbed this time, and I'm wondering why I couldn't do this originally.
Saying 147 to the middle. I think it's 150 just there, I believe it. 6 iron.
This was my point. I would have been lying here in 2 if not for the provisional, but I'm still 160 yards plus from the green, with the flag protected by the front bunker. Naturally, I planned to hit this shot outright, as indicated by this arm movement. I still had a chance to escape the double bogey and limit the damage. I still had a chance to escape with a triple bogey and limit the damage. This, I did. I've never been a fan of this par 3 either. Any attempt to carry the green will see the ball bound through the back, and strategically placed bunkers make it almost impossible to run the ball on. However, the flag was positioned near the tiny run-on, so I decided to give it a go. This was the exact shot I saw in my head, so of course, I left it a little short. I decided to set the flag out on this hole. I wouldn't do it again for the rest of the round. Another outside look at birdie, a bit more pace, I would have had it. I've made a few birdies in my time, even had a couple earlier this year, but because I haven't had one on camera yet, it's like I'm trying to get my first all over again. We move on to the second par 5 of the round. A bit longer, but also straighter, with a bit more room for error. Would have been nice to take advantage of that. The beauty of bogey golf though is that I get an extra shot on every hole. This means that despite hooking my second shot, hitting the tree of my third, they are not 95% air, and needing that extra shot to get on the green. I still had this look at par despite not hitting a single good shot to get here. Okay, the last one was good, but you get my point. Hindsight says I should have hit it harder. I say any more wrist action and I'm 5 feet past. The 6th hole is a dog-legged left par 4 with out of bounds on the right. This hole suits my hook nicely. So how about something completely different?
It's a bunker. Where else would it have gone? About 160 to the green. I shouldn't be doing this. It's got a 6 iron, but you know I worked so hard to get the angle of the flag. I got to, haven't I?
Couldn't have said it better myself. Me. This is a stupid shot to take on, but as I said, I had the angle at the flag, and I figured the worst I could do was duff it 50 yards down the fairway. It was a great strike, just in the wrong direction. And now for something I hope you won't see me do often. It's time to rake some bunker.
You know, this is still preferable to just splashing it out, I think. Still got a chance to run it up there, walk off of the 5.
Considering where I was, that was a really good shot. I made sure to get the putt there this time. The hook came back on 7. This left me in this precarious position. The aim here was to get the ball back in the fairway, and somehow I managed it.
About 160 to the middle. Using my 6 iron a lot today.
So now I'm where I should have been with my tee shot. Bogey will be a good result from here, and with this shot, I had a chance.
Just about putting for a par.
I find myself in 3-putt territory again, by which I mean the green. This time, however, I managed to get the ball stopped close to the hole. Amazing! It's almost as if that's what I wanted to do, should I have failed to hold the putt. A good bogey once again. I believe the 8th hole is a good opportunity to make a par, maybe even a birdie. Not if you do that though. Gotta love that delay with the shot tracer. Can't even blame the shot on the car horn, that came later.
Got about 172 to the green. Probably a stupid shot, put the 6 iron downwind. Off the edge of those trees. Slightest bit of draw, might be okay.
You can't quite hear what I said, but basically I'm trying to either draw it around or hit it over this tree and still make the green in 2.
Almost.
Nowhere near. Like the last hole, this is where my tee shot should have ended up. Well, maybe a bit further back. Just a sand wedge in hand here, and I'm aiming for the middle of the green as the tree overhangs on the flag's line. So this was a surprise for me. It's high, it's left of my target, and yet it's a better result than what I was hoping for. I'm going to have a putt from the fringe, but it's still a good look at par. Just need to work on my aim. I promise you, there is a flag up there, somewhere. Front 9 ends with this terrifying looking par 3, and I wasn't feeling good about it considering my last 2 tee shots. This one looked good, and felt good, but unfortunately, the sound of it sent it into the greenside bunker, and had nothing to do with the contours whatsoever. The 4 is good from here. I decided to try and play a chip and run shot as it was that bad. That was probably still a better outcome than trying to splash it out. I considered just using my putter, but I took my 7-iron over me just in case I wanted to punt it on. I went with the 7, and I couldn't hit it much harder than that and keep it on the green. So I was left with this putt for my bogey, and yeah, that seemed about right. Double bogey there meant that I went out in 48. The aim, like last time, is to try and break 90, and that is still possible. I'm just going to have to play some golf on the back 9. How about this for a start? My best drive of the day so far. It's long, it's straight, and it's right in the middle of the fairway.
Got about 168 to the front. 6-iron again, go try and run it all the way down there.
From position A in the fairway, I managed to push the ball right into a greenside bunker. Classic rookie mistake.
Did not kick left. We're bunkered again.
I don't know why there appears to be a ball in the middle of the green. I don't recall switching to the wishful thinking camera. Pretty straightforward bunker shot here. All the green to work with, and oh dear. There goes the par opportunity. Nope. Close, but no cigar. Hole 11, our second par 3 in 3 holes and third of the round. About 160 in length, so I'm going with a 5 hybrid.
Hopefully short bunker. Just got to flick it on there and 2-putt. Walk off with the 4 again.
Turns out there was no bunker there. If I'd got on the green, I could think about making a 3, but like I said, 4 is the aim now.
One time I get zip.
That was my putter cover, if anyone was unsure. I hit another of those putts that felt too hard but then just stopped way short of the hole. At least this one had a better outcome than others. Hole 12 dog-legged left around both holes 10 and 11. I'm hitting a 6-iron off this tee, as I'm playing it as a par 5 instead of the par 4 it actually is. A good strike, but it did flare right, resulting in this lie. I opted to punch a hybrid, as the club head was designed to cut through this type of grass. Mission accomplished.
About 110 yards downhill, straight into wind. I'm gonna give it a full pitching wedge. Shouldn't go 130.
It might have seemed random to say, shouldn't go 130, but that was the distance to the back of the green, and I was justifying my club choice out loud. I pushed it again. Better than going left in this case.
So I'm gonna go 110 though. How is that flag legal? Seriously, it's barely on the green.
Bit of a moan there before we get another long par putt. This was somewhat the plan, but I would have liked it a bit closer. And that is your bog standard 3-putt. First one goes nowhere near, so that the second one can stop right next to the hole. Got to work on my lag putting again.
Made a mistake of hitting driver here before, so 7 wood. Straight at those trees on the left, that should be good.
Can't really add anything to that, other than my leg was itching. I decided to incorporate scratching it into my follow through instead of stepping back.
Pretty much it.
It was, but I found it here instead of the fairway. Ball took a massive kick right instead of forward, and I was left with the ball below my feet for my second shot. This was a great shot, just didn't aim far enough left.
That was perfectly into the bunker. So long's preferable to this. Why stick it in here?
A great bunker shot here. That was all I could do landing on a downslope.
Should be a 5 at worst. See if we can go one better.
The ball didn't turn back enough. Simple 5 though.
God. Almost.
14 is the last par 3 on this track, and I wanted to make it a good one.
That is right on it. Can't see it, but it's right on the flag.
Naturally, I left it short. Got to stay true to myself. Now this is what I need more of. A realistic birdie chance with a par being the worst outcome. This is how the handicap would come tumbling down. This putt for the best birdie a golfer can make on the course. Still a par though.
Now it turns. That's one back.
This hole is another good par opportunity, providing you don't go over there. It wasn't too bad an outcome, but the ball was below my feet again, and I just need to trust that it will turn left to right.
Actually not bad considering what happened.
This is where I need to pick up shots. I used to be so good at getting up and down around greens, but then something resembling a long game appeared, and now I wrestle with both to make bogeys. The 16th is a long par 5 that plays uphill, and for me that day, it was also into wind. It's not the best time to do this. With a tree branch digging into my back, I knocked the ball back into play. Still a long way to go though. I figured I'd hit my 4 hybrid a couple of times to try and get there. Here's one. And there's 2.
Hit some trees, didn't see it down, but it might have rolled to the front, you never know.
If I hadn't flicked the tree, I might have gotten there. I don't know why I keep hitting pitch shots like this. Let's add that to the list of things I need to fix. Surprisingly, I 2-putted for the double. Considering how I played the hole, this could have been a lot worse. Despite how it appears to narrow, there's a lot of space on the 17th. I hit my tee shot left of target, and because I missed all the trees, this was the outcome.
Against my better judgment, I'm gripping down a 9-iron. 110 yards. No.
I gripped down a 9-iron because it worked so well on 2.
Be good, be good, be good.
This time though,
We are putting. Come on. Easy 5.
this is the 4th birdie putt we've had today. and like the others, it was tracking.
We had it.
It's a whole different game if they drop. And so we've reached the 18th hole. A short dogleg par 5 to the right, and this was certainly a good way to start the finish.
This is the stupidest shot I'm probably going to play all day, but believe me, there are reasons. 5 wood. I probably can't reach the green, but I'm going to try and hit down the right hand side. It's off an angle at the flag.
I had to walk a long way up to find this, and was relieved when I did, as I thought I'd run out of fairway. I hit this just slightly left of my target line, and boy did I pay the price for that.
Literally just short of the bunker. Good 6.
I didn't want to be hitting a full flop shot on the final hole, but I had no choice. You can't tell from this angle, but I was below the green's level, so I couldn't even see the hole. The fact I couldn't see my ball rolled out told me that I'd hit a good shot here, and yes, I had. It looked much further away from further out, but this was where it ended up. Could I finally make a birdie in this round? No, I could not. A shame, but it was nice to play like a golfer for the last 2 holes. We didn't break 90 today, but we weren't far off. Panshanger is a tough track, so to come that close to breaking 90, well, it exceeded my expectations. The bar at Panshanger have a webcam set up on the final green, so when I went for a drink at the end of my round, I got to watch my par all over again. A nice touch that I'd like to see more clubs incorporate. I would have shown this to you, but my phone was down to 1% charge, and I had no way of charging it up. So that was Panshanger Golf Complex. What did you think of the course? What did you think of the golf? Does it deserve its slope rating? Let me know down in the comments below. All that's left now is to look at my 3-shot diary. That is my best 3 shots of the day, and to say thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Can't see it, but it was right on the flag.